everybody. Thanks for joining us for our last Tuesday session. Atman, Andy, and I had a great time joining you all with some Tuesday practices. It's just good to see or I guess virtually be with everybody again because I'm not really seeing anybody, but you all know what I mean. Hope you all have enjoyed all the practices. We try to share with you all some tools that we like and we use and have helped us throughout our practice and stuff that we've taught in a lot of different places that's resonated with people. Last time I did a next thought meditation to work on mental stillness. This practice today is a variation of a breath meditation, and it's one that'll bring you mental stillness, but I feel like it brings me physical stillness too. A lot of times our minds are focused on different things, our body's jittering, and like we have our focus is spread in 1,000 different places. But I feel like with this breath meditation, it's a good way to kind of center your mind on the breath and center your body on the breath. And that way you can still your body because your body's paying attention to the breath and not your mind's just kind of going all over the place in your body. Like, a lot of times when people have their foot tapping, like they don't even really notice it. Or if they have their hands clenched or their jaw clenched, they don't really notice what's going on. It's just happening passively and their mind's on something else. But if you take the time to really center and focus and feel your body, you'll notice where you're holding on to that tension. You use the breath to let it go. You'll notice where you're kind of shaking or jittering, and you can kind of stop that and get some stillness. And then once you get your body still, you can start to get your mind still. There's a lot of different things that make your mind wander. I know sounds are one thing that make your mind wander. Like if you hear something, like if you hear, I don't know, if you're in your house and you hear a noise, it might be, hey, what's that? I wonder what that is. Is that this? Is that this? Is that that? Do I need to go up and look? And your mind just starts going off on a tangent. But one of the cool things about this practice is that you center your sense of hearing on the breath too. So like as you do hear noises or you do hear sounds, you just acknowledge what they are and you quickly bring your sense of sound back to the breath too. So it's like your body's centered on the breath, your sense of sound is hearing, or sense of hearing is centered on the breath. And then also you center your mind on the breath because most of the biggest distractions that come from meditations are thoughts. The nature of the mind is to create thoughts, and thoughts do come up all the time. And a lot of people feel like you're supposed to fight with your mind and try to block those thoughts out, but that never really works. When you try to fight with your mind and block the thoughts out, it just brings more thoughts to your mind, and it makes your practice that much more of a struggle. Meditation is supposed to be easy. Meditation is supposed to be relaxing. Meditation should be fun. I have a lot of fun with my meditation practice, and I know if I spent the entire time fighting with my mind, I wouldn't enjoy it as much, and it wouldn't be as peaceful, and it wouldn't be as restful. So you got to take the time to really kind of just relax with the practice, and the breath is the easiest way to do that. The breath is a centering tool that you literally always have with you. If you do not have your breath with you, you are in trouble. Something's wrong. So from the time you're born to the time you cease to exist on this physical plane, you've got your breath with you. So you might as well know how to use it to take yourself deeper and deeper and deeper into centering and relaxation. So we're going to jump into this practice. This is one of my favorites. I even teach this one to my sons. I got two sons, 14 and is the oldest, and the youngest one is 8, going on 9. But this is a practice that we use just because, I mean, they like it. I mean, it's a really good one to practice when you just need to calm down, when you're anxious, when you're angry, when you're stressed out. I love using it to fall asleep. I mean, you don't really, some people count backwards from 100. Some people listen to meditations, but just listening to your breath is an easy way to help you just kind of relax your mind and go to sleep. Because usually when you can't sleep, even if your body's tossing and turning, it's very little to do with your body. It's usually your mind is tossing and turning. And then the tossing and turning of your mind makes your body toss and turn, and you can't get physically relaxed or mentally relaxed. So you're just up and your mind is just going and going and going and keeping you up. But just listening to your breath, stilling your body with the breath, and centering your mind on the breath is a great way to fall asleep. So if you ever have trouble falling asleep, try this practice. All right, so let's jump into it. So what you're going to do is you're going to get yourself in a nice, comfortable, meditative position, whatever that is for you. Back, neck, and head aligned, but not uncomfortably. You do want to have them straight, but you don't want to be uncomfortable with it. You don't want any pressure or any strain anywhere. Go ahead and roll your shoulders back. Make sure they're relaxed and you're not holding on to any tension. If it's comfortable for you and you're seated in a place where you can, try to root your feet in the floor. Make sure it's comfortable though, because sometimes the height of the seat that you're in makes it uncomfortable to root your feet in the floor. But if you're at a good height, Go ahead and root your feet in the floor and keep them flat and keep them planted there. It kind of helps to keep you centered and keep you grounded. You can rest your hands in your lap. And I definitely welcome you to close your eyes. You don't have to. It's totally up to you. If you feel comfortable doing it, close your eyes. If you want to leave them open, go ahead and leave them open. Whatever makes you more relaxed in this practice, it makes you feel most comfortable in this practice. So we're going to start by taking a couple deep breaths in and out through our noses all the way down to our belly. On that inhale, you're going to expand your belly and your lungs. On the exhale, you're going to feel them fall. All right, so let's inhale nice and deeply. Nice, full, long, slow, deep inhale. Fill your belly and your lungs. Now exhale that breath all the way out. Empty your lungs. Squeeze your belly all the way in. Push all that air out. Inhale again deeply. Nice, full, long, slow, deep breath. Fill your belly, fill your lungs. And exhale that breath all the way out. Empty your lungs, squeeze your belly all the way in. Push all that air out. One more together. Inhale nice and deeply. Full, long, slow, deep breath. Fill your belly, fill your lungs. And exhale that breath all the way out. Empty your lungs, squeeze your belly all the way in. All right, now go ahead and continue breathing on your own at a nice, comfortable, relaxed pace. Just let your body breathe naturally. Don't put any effort into the breath whatsoever. Just let your body naturally breathe. Remember, there's no right, there's no wrong. Just let the breath be. Now, as you're breathing, take a quick scan through your body and see if there's any places that you're holding on any tension. Again, check your jaw. Some people furrow their brow. You have your hands clenched tightly, maybe in your shoulders, or maybe even in your feet. Just take notice. And as you're relaxing your breath, relax that part of your body or those parts of your body that are holding on to tension. Every single exhale, feel them becoming more and more relaxed. Just feel that tension leaving your body with the exhale. Now we're going to bring our awareness to feeling the breath. No matter what physical sensations you're feeling right now, whether it's the connection to whatever you're sitting on, texture of your clothes against your body, the temperature of the room you're in, any physical sensation if you're feeling right now, go ahead and acknowledge it, but let it drift away and bring your awareness to feeling your breath. Just feel the breath go in and out through your nose and feel the rising and falling of your belly with each breath. If you get distracted by a physical sensation, just acknowledge what it is. Don't let it carry your mind off too far. Once you acknowledge it, bring your awareness back to feeling the breath. Feel it go in and out through your nose and feel the rising and falling of the belly with each breath. Hold your awareness right there. Remember, distractions are all a part of the meditation practice. And every time you get distracted by a physical sensation, you feel something in your body, just acknowledge it. Don't ignore it. Just go ahead and acknowledge it. Then let it drift away. And bring your awareness back to feeling the breath. Feel it go in and out through your nose. And feel the rising and falling of your belly with each breath. Now, along with feeling the breath, you're also going to pay attention to how it sounds. No matter how soft or loud your breath is, pay attention to that sound. And once you become aware of it, you'll notice that the sound of the inhale and the sound of the exhale have a slightly different sound to them. But hold your awareness right there. All of your focus is going to be on feeling the breath and hearing the breath. Feeling it going out through your nose, feeling the rising and falling of your belly, and hearing the sound of the inhale and hearing the sound of the exhale. If you get distracted by a sound, whether it's something in the room that you're in the building that you're in, from outside, try not to let it carry your mind off too far. Just acknowledge what the sound is and bring your awareness back to feeling and hearing the breath. Feel it go in and out through your nose. Feel the rising and falling of your belly. And pay attention to the sound of the inhale and the sound of the exhale. And hold your awareness right there. Remember, any sounds that distract you or any physical sensations that distract you, don't ignore them. Don't let them carry your mind off too far. Just acknowledge what they are and bring your awareness back to feeling and hearing the breath. Remember, feel it go in and out through your nose. Feel the rising and falling of your belly. Hear the sound of the inhale. Hear the sound of the exhale. And hold your awareness right there. All right, now, along with feeling and hearing the breath, we're also going to center our mind on the breath. As thoughts arise, we're not going to fight with our mind and try to block them out. We're just going to see each thought as a thought, without ownership, without judgment. We're not going to let it carry our mind off too far. But we are going to see the thought. We're going to acknowledge it. They're just going to let it drift away and center our mind on the breath. Another thought pops up, same thing. Acknowledge it without ownership or judgment. Let it drift away and bring your mind to the breath. All of your focus is going to be on feeling, hearing, and centering your mind on the breath. Feel it go in and out through your nose. Feel the rising and falling of your belly. Hear the sound of the inhale. Hear the sound of the exhale. And keep recentering your mind on the breath. All distractions, whether internal, like a thought, or external, like a feeling or a sound, you're going to acknowledge those distractions once you're aware of them. You're going to let them drift away. Then bring your awareness back to the breath. Feel it, hear it, and center your mind on it. Remember, distractions are part of the practice. So don't let them frustrate you. Don't fight with the distractions. Just acknowledge each one and gently bring your awareness back to feeling, hearing, and centering your mind on the breath. Try to let everything else drift away and be present with every inhale and every exhale, and be one with your breath. Remember, as distractions arise, because they will happen, just acknowledge them, let them drift away, and come back to your breath. Feel the breath, hear the breath, and center your mind on the breath. Feel the breath going in and out through your nose. Feel the rising and falling of your belly. Hear the sound of the inhale. Hear the sound of the exhale. And keep recentering your mind on the breath. And lightly hold your awareness right there. All right, we're going to very, very slowly and gradually bring our awareness away from the breath and back to our bodies. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and keep them closed. We're going to do this very slowly. We're going to start by very, very lightly wiggling our fingers and toes, just very lightly. You can go ahead and roll your wrists and roll your ankles some. Move your head a little bit from side to side. And then whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and slowly, slowly open up your eyes and come on back to the room you're in. All right, again, great one to practice when you're trying to go to bed, if you're stressed out, if you're anxious, if you're angry. The breath is a tool you always have with you, so being able to use it for deep centering and deep relaxation is a valuable gift to have. Oh, and I have to show you all something really cool. So my Christmas tree behind me, my son named the Alexa light. So this is what he decided to name it. Alexa, turn on the lights of awesomeness.
Okay.
So that's what he named them, the lights of awesomeness. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the practice. I hope you all enjoyed all these practices with us. It's great to be able to share these with you all. So if you all have any questions, reach out to us. If you all have any questions, you can throw them in the chat right now. But it was great to be able to share space and share these practices with all of you. But yeah, we have a silent retreat coming up in January. It's going to be pretty awesome. I mean, it's like right after the holidays. People are going to be, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. You never know how the world's going to be. It's January 9th. It'll be all day. It'll be Ottman, Andy, and I all in one place, or I guess virtually all in one place at one time, but you'll get practices from all of us. We're actually really excited about it and got some cool stuff to share with you all. All right. Thank you all. Love you all. Peace.